And shifting focus, in a major setback for the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, the Gujarat High Court has quashed orders of the Chief Information Commission's 2016 order against the Prime Minister's educational qualifications. Justice Biren Vaishnav said that there is no mandatory educational qualification for leaders to contest elections and slammed Kejriwal for misusing the provisions of the RTI Act, which involves public interests. Now, the court also imposed a fine of 25,000 rupees on Kejriwal and added that the Prime Minister's degree certificates are available on the Gujarat University's official website. Now, remember, the Chief Information Commission, or the CIC, had earlier directed the Gujarat University and the Delhi University to furnish the Prime Minister's graduation and post-graduation certificates under the RTI Act. Now, we will be connecting shortly with a reporter, but for right now, we'll go through one of the statements that the High Court had made, a very strong statement in its detailed order. In the present case, and I'm quoting here, the manner in which a request came from Arvind Kejriwal, who was neither an applicant nor an appellant and was merely a respondent before the CIC, leaves much to be desired. Such requests cannot be made so casually, making a mockery of the very intent and purpose of the RTI Act. That is what the High Court had said in its detailed order, again, hitting out at Kejriwal. And we are also going to be telling you more about the background of the story where, actually first let's tell you a little more about the latest development where this is a major setback for the Delhi Chief Minister. And beyond what the High Court has said in its order, another important point is that the High Court has also imposed a fine of 25,000 rupees on the Delhi Chief Minister, citing how the AAP convener had persisted with the matter about the Prime Minister's degree certificates from Gujarat University, despite them being public since 2016. We're crossing over to CNN News 18's legal correspondent, Ananya Bhatnagar, for more. Ananya, over to you.
Well, remember that 25,000 rupees fine was imposed on Arvind Kejriwal in this particular case, wherein, if you remember, this degree row had happened and the Gujarat University was directed by the CIC, that is the Central Information Commission, to actually furnish details with regards to, the degree of the Prime Minister. But as the Gujarat University actually knocked the doors in an appeal before the Gujarat High Court, and we have seen this order coming out clearly saying, and in fact, there have been some very, very important observations too that have been made by the court while actually deciding this particular issue. In fact, they goes on to say that Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal, that is respondent number 2, doubtlessly used an appeal against him to kickstart and trigger a controversy not falling within the purview of the RTI Act. It also say that this was an indiscriminate use of the RTI provisions, and the court, while it was pronouncing this particular order, has also said that the court finds that the CIC, while passing the impugn order, was well aware that what it was directing was not a specific and certain but a fishing and roving inquiry. So definitely important observations being made, and either somewhere or the other, it's a hit that the Aam Aadmi Party is getting from the courts, whether we talk of Manish Sisodia, whether we see this Gujarat High Court order. So a lot of trouble for Arvind Kejriwal when we speak legally. Their lawyers completely on their toes to actually go out and to appeal against all of these orders. Whether or not an appeal would be filed in this particular case is something that we'll have to wait and watch. But at the same point of time, 25,000 fine imposed on Arvind Kejriwal in this particular case.
All right, Ananya, thank you so much for joining us and for providing us with those details. Now,